This is Jill. She works with us on Tuesdays. This is Sandra Wilson. She's the one who started all of this.
In a small town outside of Orlando, Florida,
Good to see you, love.
Jan Vaughn is introducing us to her friends at the local art center where she volunteers.
Barbara Rutz is one of our snowbirds, and we call her our hostess with the mostest. This is our new director.
This is her life, surrounded by dear friends.
Well, it's such a peaceful morning down here.
Her loving husband, Mike.
Maybe I should take my shoes off,
Her only daughter, Carrie.
because we do this every day.
And her two grandchildren, who affectionately call her Gigi.
Carrie always said, gorgeous grandma. And I said, no, let's don't take that. Let's call it G-G-G-I-G-I.
It's a simple life, but to know what Jan has been through is anything but simple.
I was dying.
The year was 1975.
Found out I was pregnant. I was so excited. Ran all over everywhere telling the good news.
She was pregnant with Carrie. Everything was fine until the third trimester when she was diagnosed with cardiomyopathy, a disease of the heart muscle. She retained 40 pounds of fluid and could hardly breathe. She was in heart failure. Carrie was born healthy. Mom was struggling. For the next 10 years, Jan survived on medications.
I didn't feel good, but you push. You don't give up.
And I don't see any gators this morning. But
In 1985, while living south of Nashville, the inevitable happened. Jan was told she needed a heart transplant. It was the same year St. Thomas started its heart transplant program,
This is the box about the heart transplant.
the first hospital in Tennessee to do so.
85 will be here. There she is.
Yes, how about that?
Jan became the first female heart transplant recipient at St. Thomas Hospital.
New Heart gives Nashville woman second chance.
I was so blessed to be at the right time, right place.
she was so convinced that the surgery was going to be successful and that she was going to survive that it gave me great hope.
The transplant was a success, but her survival chances were unknown. Despite Carrie only being 10 years old, Jan and Mike always told their daughter the truth.
She knew the chances. Mommy, are you going to die? Carrie, it's in God's hands.
It was scary. I mean, you understood that something really important was going to happen. It was going to be life-changing. It was either going to go really good or really not good.
Realistically, Jan was given 6 months to a year to live.
Well, the children are at ballet.
Yeah.
That was 31 years ago.
Don't get me started on the Elvis.
Is that your man?
That's her man.
Jan is one of the longest living heart transplant recipients in the country.
If and when I die, Elvis is going to sing.
There's not a day that goes by she takes for granted.
That's TMI.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what that means?
Too much information.
Okay.
I thought, oh, gosh, I'm not going to live long enough to see Carrie through her growing years and then grandchildren. Well, all of those became possible. So many things that as a family we got to do that I never thought I'd have a chance.
Like travel the world, from Alaska to Mexico, Barcelona to Italy.
I got the transplant to get out there and live life and enjoy it.
She is
Thank
wonderful
you.
and just is so personable.
Couldn't do without this one. I always said, instead of saying I left my heart in San Francisco, I left my heart in Nashville. I couldn't do without them.
Well, we couldn't do without you.
Thank you, Sandra. It's mutual.
Thank you, Dan.
It's mutual.